Okay, hello everyone. Hope you are hearing me. Let me see if my mic is on. Yes, it is on. Welcome back to the channel. It is good to have you here with me. Now, why am I showing you all my business? Why am I showing you all of this? Because this is really maybe the quietest place right now I can come. I'm right here beside my bed. Here's my bed. And these are my cushions, and these clothes you see here these are clothes that need ironing. So what I don't go around to iron same time, I'll just fold them and just put them aside, and when I'm ready, I'll just go through them all. But these have been there for a while. Let me be honest with you. I haven't get to iron them as yet, and clothes is just coming, packing up on those. But I have to get those out of the way. But anyway, in today's video, as you see the thumbnail, it is about really my overall experience at the convocation and my stay at the Airbnb. And let me start from the top. I'm supposed to write down some things, jot down some things that I can remember everything that I want to speak about, but I didn't. I just come straight in the video. All right, maybe you're going to hear a little blowing sound. It is my fan. Mosquitoes are out and about right now, and the place is fully open. From the doors to the windows is fully open, and the mosquitoes are roaming. So that's the reason why I have to be using my fan right now. And another thing with my air conditioner, I don't know what's a problem with me or with it. When I use it, I use it on two occasions. The first occasion I use it, I realized I think I was using it on a regular basis, and then I realized I had a little bit of cold, and the cold, it was something somewhat different because I couldn't breathe. I found it hard to breathe, so I didn't know it was because of the air condition. All right, couple days after that, one night, just finished cleaning up my room and everything and all of that. So I said, okay, let me turn on the AC, and I did. And when I turned on the AC, the next day, immediately the next day, I was finding it hard to breathe again, and I realized it is the AC. I don't know what's going on there, and from that time until now, I don't use it. And I know it is not because of air conditioner is my problem, because I was at the Airbnb and I sleep in the AC straight. The AC not turn off, straight through the night, straight through the day, straight. I said it not turn off. Me use it, and it didn't affect me in any way. So I know it is not me. I am not the problem. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know. No, that's out of the way. That's why I said that. I could use it instead of using the fan where you're hearing that sound, but I can't use it because I don't want to be sick. Even though right now I'm a little bit under the weather, I wake up with a little sore throat, and that was just, I think it was from yesterday. My throat was giving me some issue, so yeah, seems like I have some flu or something. I don't know. But anyway, I know I'm not taking anything for it. There's something with me. If I have a headache, to take a pill is my last option. To take a pill, that would be my last option. And even when I'm sick, to drink some NyQuil or Robitussin, it is my last option. I don't know. I don't like medication. I don't like medicine. I don't like pills. I don't like it. I will do it. I will take it if I have to. But as I said, it is my last option. So I haven't taken anything for it. Come on, those things taste so bad. But anyway, apart from that, today I want to share with you, as I said, my overall experience at a convocation, my likes and my dislikes, and the Airbnb. So we're going to start with the Airbnb first. Okay. Let me start by saying the last convocation that went, it was held same place in Montego Bay. Let me step back a little bit for you not to see the ring light in my glasses. Maybe you're not seeing it when I'm sitting here. But anyway, the last convocation that went was at the same place in Montego Bay at the conference center. Right? Is it that? Yeah, conference. From you will hear me make mistake about that because I keep on mixing up conference center, convocation center. I keep on mixing it up, so bear with me a bit. Now, from that last convocation that was held there, it it was bad for me. And why I said it was bad for me, because the first day was good. The Friday when we traveled there was good. I was chirpy and was good. But the Saturday, I was so tired and I started to get a headache on the journey coming to the convocation. My head was hurting me. It was hurting to the point where I had to pull my head covering, pull it and just make it sit down on my head. It hurt so bad. I had to pull it and just let the head covering sit on my head. I prayed to God and it did give me an ease. Not completely, I could still feel my head heavy, but it did give me an ease. And I was just fatigued, I was tired, it was just too much things. And I decided, no, I can't do this traveling. I cannot manage the traveling. I'm being sick. And when it is preaching time, and you've heard me spoke about this, when it is praise and worship session, it is fine. I'll be up and awake. But when the preaching start, I want to sleep. And I know that is coming from the many hours of traveling back and forth and not getting enough sleep. When I reach home, you just have to, by the time you have to turn in your bed, it is time to get up and start to get ready again. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't manage this. And I'm not hearing the word. I'm going to convocation to hear the word, for the Spirit to move on me on a mighty way. To just be there, to see my sisters, to see the brothers, to interact, hi, bye, to interact in some way, shape, and form, and just to be in the presence where so many people are that have the same thing in mind, and that is to worship. And I'm not saying everyone there have it in mind, no, but to be there where so many people are, so many that have the same goal or the same aim in mind. And it is a wonderful place to be, in one place where so many people is just singing and clapping and just worshiping. It is beautiful, I'm telling you. If you've never been to a convocation, I'm talking about people here in Jamaica and abroad as well, you need to get yourself to a convocation because it is wonderful. I'm telling you, it is wonderful. No, where was I? Yeah, that's what I wanted. And I decided I have to try. One of my church sisters said to me that they stay down there. I realized that they stay down there. They got an Airbnb and all of that. So I decided I have to do this the next time. And before I even know that's the place that was going to be held again for this year, I said to myself, I have to put myself in the position to get an Airbnb and stay down there with the kids, because this traveling thing not working out. Anyway, when we realized that the location in Montego Bay was going to be the same location again, let me look if my light is on, because the battery will die. So let me look if it is on. So yeah, I decided I have to get an Airbnb to stay down at that place. So I spoke with one of my sisters to know the Airbnb, because say scamming is going on. I have to be careful when it comes on to that. People will take your money and give you an address, and when you go there, the people, it's just somebody else's address and they don't know nothing what you're talking about. So because my sister had been there already, I took the number from her and I called the person. And this is when I realized they announced it in church that we will be having the convocation at the same venue. Okay, I called the person and I told him how much people, and this is something I didn't even know again, pertaining to Airbnb. I was looking for one room, but he said because it was me and my children, I have to, the amount of kids, I have to get a two-bedroom. I said, okay, fine, right? Because he asked me how much. I thought you just rent an Airbnb and you care any amount of people you want. I didn't know that it goes by the amount of people to the amount of rooms and stuff like that. I didn't know that. I find that out later though, and I will tell you when I find that out. But anyway, I did that. I didn't pay for it as yet, but I just secured that. Um, so when the time comes now for me to pay for it, I paid for it about maybe in August. I can't remember when directly, but maybe I paid for it in August. Yes, because the guy was saying that he was doing some renovation to the place. There's gonna be a pool, and there is this, and there is that, and I'm like, there's gonna be a pool. That's nice. And um, he actually said I have to, if I pay for it now, I can pay for it at a cheaper price than if I wait till the day. It would be a little bit more expensive because he's doing a little bit renovation, and as I said, there's going to be a pool and all of that. So I go ahead, after some while, I go ahead and pay for it in full. Now, when we just started to talk, when me and the guy just started to talk, he sent me a bank account number, right? He sent me the account number. He didn't send me a bank, but he sent me the account number. So after the couple months now, maybe about 2 months after, when I said, okay, let me pay for it now, um, I asked him the name of the bank. Remember, I have the account number already. I asked him the name of the bank. He said the name of the bank to me, and he said his full name. The name of the bank is Scotia Bank, and he said his full name. And anyway, I went ahead and I made the transfer with the account number and the bank and the name and all of that. And you know that when he sent it as well, he sent I think a 4 digit or a 5 digit number. And when I was transferring the money to Montego Bay, some numbers came up. I think a 4 digit or a 5 digit number came up. It asked me where maybe that is the location in Montego Bay. I'm not sure. But this number that came up was different from the number that he gave me. And I screenshot that number and I sent it to him and said, this is what's coming up when I'm trying to pay. Should I go ahead and pay at that? And he gave me the thumbs up. So I went ahead and I paid it. Okay, I send him the we call that the receipt, but the whatever you get. I screenshot it and I send it to you. You know, I could just share it. And he said, okay. So after some time, he texted me and said he's not seen the payment. All right. I said, okay. Because I think I made the payment over the weekend. So basically, he wouldn't see that payment until, I think I made the payment on Sunday night, I think, yeah. Because my daughter was saying, Mommy, make the payment now, pay him now, pay him now, because this and that, and pay him now. So I said, all right, let me just. So basically, the Monday now, he would see that in his account. So I said that to him and said, okay. So I wait until Monday. So I go, or a Saturday. I think it is Saturday. So we was waiting until Monday to see. So the Monday come and he didn't see it, and he texted me back and said he still not seeing it. So I went, and even though I looked already, it was gone out of my account. And I went again and it was gone out of my account saying it is sent to this man. Anyway, was I being scammed? No. I called my bank and I said this to my bank, and I said, you know that I do this and I do that, and the person still saying they don't see it in their account. They made the checks and they said, okay, they are going to have to check it, and then they'll make sure that it is sent and whatever. I said, okay. And if it's not there, I can call them back and they give me a number that I can tell whosoever I get, and that is the code, the large number or whatever number for the case. Okay, did all of that. Wait the next day, same way, no money. He said no money is there. I call my bank back. And when I call my bank back, I'm saying this to them, and the bank said it was sent to this account, and the person get it, and whatever, whatever. And I'm saying that, but the person said it's not there. And anyway, I didn't remember how that call ended. But after that, the guy called me and said, I'm looking at the account number and it's the wrong account number it is sent to. That account number is my NCB account number. That is not my Scotia account. And I'm saying, but this is the number you gave me. So why did you give me an NCB account number and you give me a 70% to a Scotia bank? Anyway, all that discussion took place. And I decided, he said, call your bank and see what they can do and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I called my bank because it's RGT transfer, and that transfer is final. Remember, I don't, if you are familiar with this, that's RTG. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but the RTG transfer is final. It even says it when you're sending the money. I called my bank and I said this to them, and the girl was like, the RGT transfer is final, and but we're gonna see what we can do for you to get back the money. So she's asking, should we put back the money to your account, or should we just make it go to the new account number that I got at blah blah? I said, no, put it back in my account. And the girl was like, it's going to cost you $3,000 for this, and I'm saying to myself, girl, $3,000. I just sent over so much money, and you can tell me say it gonna cost me $3,000. That is nothing compared to the amount of money that I just sent to this man. So if it won't cost me $3,000, that is no problem. But I was like, yes, that is fine. The money that I sent was like 15 times $3,000. But anyway, I said, yes, that is fine. That is fine. $3,000 I'll come out of my account to get back this money. That is fine. Alright, so I think basically the same day, or maybe the day after, but I think it is the same day, I saw an email coming from them, and the money was back in my account, and I was so happy because when she said to me, and I don't talk to her and all of that, I prayed. I said, God, you know that me not have no money. I said, God, you know that I don't have any money to waste, and this money is to secure that place because I want to have a good time at convocation. I want to hear the word, and please, God, let me get back my money. Anyway, as I said, I think it was the same day because I did it in the morning. So I think it was done in the evening. I saw that the money was back in my account, and I was so happy. I was so happy. Thank God. No, after that, I just transferred to this man account. I just transferred it to his account because I realized that I wasn't being scammed. I wasn't being scammed or anything like that. It's just some miscommunication, misunderstanding, and whatever. I wasn't being scammed. So I sent it to him. I think that the next day, because I wasn't going to do any night transfer, I make it reach next day because they have to do it between certain hours in the day for it to reach. I have an NCB account, so it then gave me the NC. The same account number was an NCB account. So I did it to the NCB account, and that means it reached same time. I did all of that, and then I send him the whatever, and then him confirm yes, they will get it. I was like, yeah, that's out of the way. So I wasn't being scammed, thank God for that. And right, make all of the preparation and everything, got the car, everything, whatever, did all of the preparation. So we went down, me and the kids drive down together, and I was driving also with another sister. That car was full of sisters as well. I don't know if in the video you see a black car in front of mine. We were actually traveling together. Yeah, it's not that I couldn't find my way because it's basically one straight road. I could last. And then again, I use a GPS. My daughter was using the GPS. And I have to tell you, thank God for GPS because it lead us straight to where we need it to be. Yeah, we didn't last none at all. So, reach at the Airbnb. I'll be showing you a little picture here. Let me come over a little. Reach at the Airbnb and everything. And it was looking great. But before reaching at the Airbnb, we reached at the Airbnb that was posted on the Google location thing. And the Airbnb, I think it's the main one. We have different places in the scheme. It's like a scheme. So we reached there and he came there to meet us and he said, okay, let me take you to the house that you're going to stay. He drive off and we followed him. We reached at a house. When you just go to the house, I'm expecting to see a pool, right? There was no pool there at the house, and it sold me with a pool in my mind. I was thinking about a pool because I even brought the kids bubble gun and say they can play and all of that, you know. There was no pool. Okay, okay, no big deal. No pool, that is fine. Alright, so we went in. It looked okay from outside and from the surface. It looks well. And as you see, I was giving you the room tour and all of that. And then I saw the refrigerator. It was plugged in, opened it, but there was no light inside. It wasn't on. So I realized that hey, something is wrong with this refrigerator, or maybe I don't know how to turn it on. So I called him the same day when I get settled that something is wrong with the refrigerator. Anyway, I think he came. He came, and when he was there, he said, "Oh, it's not working," and blah 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 blah. And he said, "Okay, he's going to try to see what he can do and stuff like that." And before, when he said that and he left, um, he and then okay, I went in the room, just to chillax for a minute, and then I said I want to look after something for the smaller kids before we leave again because um before we leave, go to church because when we reach at the Airbnb, I did leave and I went over by the convocation center just to have a look see and all of that, you know. So I said I want to look after something for them before leaving out to church because I don't want to be at church and then they're saying I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So I want to look. So only thing I should have for them bring to church was just a little snack and some juice. So top up. It's okay. I decided I was going to do some mac and cheese. So I went to the stove section and then I realized there was no cylinder. There was no cylinder. So I had to call again. So I called and I said, there's no cylinder on the stove. It was like, there was no cylinder. I said, no, there's none. Okay, can you check and see what type? And I said, yeah. I checked the regulator that was on the hose and it was a split head. I said, okay, because I recognize that because that is the same type of gas head that I use, a split head. So I said, it's a split head. So okay, I'm going to bring one. In a couple of minutes, I must admit it didn't take long. He brought one. And then another guy came in, fitting it up, and he realized that it was the wrong one. It was a round one. So it was like, I told him it was a split head because I'm familiar with it because that's what I use. I wouldn't tell him that it's a round one. But anyway, he said, all right, they were going to have to change it. They left again and they came back with the correct one and hooked it up. So it was bad. I shouldn't be having so much problem just reaching there. Understand? You're renting out a place, you should make sure it's an Airbnb, so you should make sure all of those things are there. You should make sure that first and foremost, when we just reached, it looked like a lady was just finished cleaning up, and she was sitting on the step. So yeah, you have the place cleaned up and ready, but make sure the fridge is working and the fridge is plugged in because we called when we were already in Montego Bay, but he know that we was coming down, so we called when we were somewhat in Montego. I think we reached Montego, or maybe not. We didn't reach him until late. But anyway, we called him and tell him we were coming down. So you should make sure that the fridge is plugged in, ready for us, and make sure the stove is ready for us because it's an Airbnb. Those things have to be up and running, you know. And what else? So yeah, after I did that, I look after what I needed to look after, and that's it. We iron and all of those stuff, and we went to church. Now, when we come back from the convocation, the first service, I realized when we stepped in the house, I realized there was roaches. Yes, there were cockroach. My daughter saw one and she was so scared. She was like, "Oh, roach!" You know, she afraid of those stuff. Girls, baby, that's how they are. So the place had a roach as well. So when I saw that and I look in the kitchen, I'm like, so basically we have to sort out everything, make sure the bread is not open, make sure the bread not even not open because normally when we leave the bread open, but make sure it is somewhat in a place where the roach wouldn't crawl on it or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I make sure all the lids were closed off, everything, the sugar, make sure all the lids were closed and whatever is being used, you have to rinse it off back, wash it off back, whatever. So that was another thing that I ate. And again, while being there, realized that ants was there as well. And easily get anything on the ground, drop on the ground, whatever, easily ants take it up. So that was another thing. And it wasn't so much big of an issue, because what was happening was far outweigh all those little issues. But I'm just sharing with you my experience at the Airbnb. We also had another problem with in the bathroom. There was and as I'm talking about this, I remember about another problem again, and it's a big problem. But let me tell you about the bathroom. The bathroom, the toilet, that little hose there that carry the fresh water up to the tank. That hose was leaking, so every time you flush, a lot of water would start to flush out. It didn't happen the same day. I think it started to happen the second night. It happened the second night. I realized you flush the toilet and a lot of water would be dripping down from the hose. Luckily a map was there, we had to put it on it, and when the map, you have to squeeze out the map, all of those things. I don't have any gloves there, don't have any map bucket or anything, so I have to basically use my hands to squeeze out that map. So yeah. And as I said, it wasn't too much of a big issue then because, as I said, something big was happening, and that is a convocation, and I was happy that I was there. So all of these things was really coming like nothing to me. But one thing, I did get a comfortable sleep, somewhat. And here is the biggest problem now. The door. When I just reached there, I saw the door jam, and the door jam to go out in and out of the house. A little thing was there at the door jam, like, and then when I take note of it, the same day I'm talking, take note of it, it's like somebody tear out the door jam, the part that the door lock, and the little long part of the lock to go in at the door jam, that the part they tear out, that piece of board tear out. So it's like they mix up some kind of concussion, I don't know what they mix up, and they put it there to kind of seal the crack or seal the part. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I'm going to talk like how me can explain it. They put this concussion that they mix on the door jam, and that the door can lock on just on a little piece so then each in the board knock just come out. So but this concussion that they mixed was not good at all because when I touched it, it was soft. It was just tearing off, and it was, matter of fact, if no lock grill was on the door on the inside, I wouldn't stay there. Would have to find some way, somehow, or give me back my money and go look somewhere else. But a grill was there and only one lock on the grill, so I still didn't feel safe that day when I started to analyze all of that. And then when he came back, when did he came? I think he came back the next day. Yeah, the next day when I said, okay, lock the grill, make sure the grill is locked, the lock. And I was a little bit, but I talked to God when I was there at church. I talked to God, and I said, God, we're here to worship you, we're here to serve you. Please make everything go smoothly and let nothing happen because this is Montego Bay and there's so many things happening here and all kind of stuff. So I'm like, please God, keep us safe, keep us safe. And it was on me on and off until I just take it out of my mind completely and put it on God. I put it on him and take it out of my mind completely. And I was saying to myself, I'm going to try to get another lock to put on the grill. But anyway, he came back the next day with a deep freeze that he said he took from a shop. And he brought it in and we started to get things cool. Matter of fact, frozen. But anyway, as I said, something massive was happening, so I really didn't make that stress me out because the convocation was that. Yeah. So yeah, he brought his deep freeze. The deep freeze wasn't in a pretty condition. It was working fine, but it was a mess. It cleaned out, but the top of it paint with some red paint. It is just not because, jeez, my gosh. But after the experience at that place, I will definitely, if the convocation is supposed to keep down there again, I would definitely not be going back to that place. Definitely not. I don't think I got my money's worth, and not even just money's worth. It was just too much things happening. Too much things was happening. And the pool that he sold me, my children never get to use the bubble gun, and all of that. I just set my mind at the convocation and all of that. So yes, that's all my stay at the Airbnb went. It wasn't 100, but as I said, the convocation was going on, so it kind of took my mind off of all of those things that was happening, and I just still enjoy because I decided I'm going to enjoy myself, even though these things are not going according to, but I'm going to enjoy myself, and I did enjoy myself. No, I think I'm gonna make this into a two-part video. So I'll catch you in part two. This has been part one of my overall experience, whether the Airbnb and the convocation. So this is part one. Catch you back later or even tomorrow with part two. So stay tuned.